How many of you guys realize that you ruin your own success by trying to rush your own success? Patience isn't just the ability to wait. Patience is about the attitude. The national dish of Jamaica is ackee. Believe it or not, I was having this conversation, I was trying to explain to everyone what ackee was. And I couldn't really understand because it grows from a tree, so it's technically a fruit, but does it really taste like a fruit? For the ones that's actually tried it, does it actually taste like a fruit? Not really, yeah? So all these people that has had ackee, they all love ackee. In Trinidad, ackee is illegal. In Trinidad and in other Caribbean islands, ackee is considered as poison. How many of you guys are kind of curious? Why the is Junior saying ackee is the best thing ever and it's poisonous? So ackee is the poisonous fruit. And I was explaining to my friend, the thing with Jamaicans is that they're so lazy. They're so laid back. They're so relaxed, right? The most lovely people in the world. And Trinidadians, they're always rushing. They're always rushing, trying to do something, and they're the most unlucky. So I'm going to tell you the story of how the first person in Trinidad probably died from eating ackee. Well, there's this beautiful ackee tree growing, and this person probably seen the fruit. Okay, yeah, the fruit is, it's almost ready. I could see it opening up. And then he probably picked the fruit. He probably picked ackee, and he forced it open, and then he died. This first person that ever had ackee in Trinidad was very, very impatient, and he forced the gratification, and he died. You have to allow ackee to open up by itself and let out all of the gases. And once the gases are let out, then ackee becomes an edible fruit. So while I was telling this entire story, I was thinking, there's so many people that are always rushing, just like that person in Trinidad who has this beautiful, magnificent ackee tree. And instead of him waiting and being able to enjoy this fruit, he rushed it, and because he was rushing to be able to enjoy this fruit, he ruined it. How many of you guys realize that you ruin your own success by trying to rush your own success? Patience isn't just the ability to wait. Patience is about the attitude. Everyone wants to rush and rush and rush. I want to have $10,000 a month in affiliate marketing. I want to have $10,000 a month. Have you grown the fruit to be able to have that outcome? Or are you just trying to pick the fruit early? Most people do not know why we don't have success. Most people don't understand. There's no frame of reference. But the reality is, if you actually sit outside, take a step back, you see exactly why. I would love for every one of you guys to be able to make $1 million a year. How many of you guys think I'd love that? Raise your hands. I'm just saying, if everyone's making $1 million a year, that's a lot of Porsches. That's a lot of traveling. That's a lot of fun. How many of you guys could agree? That sounds like we'd all have a lot of fun, yeah? And the same exact guy that I told you guys about last week, he gave me an opportunity to fast forward that end result. He said, hey, Junior, how about you come together and you pool money with everyone and you invest into this thing? Everyone gets 10% every 3 months. How many of you guys think that would be a great idea? With your hands? I mean, think about it. There's 160 people in here. I could easily get every one of you guys financing for up to $100,000. And if not now, in 2-3 months of working with me, I could probably get every one of you guys financed for 100 grand. 100 grand times 160 is how much? 16 million, guys. What if we put 16 million into that fund, and every 3 months we were to get 10% of $16 million back? How much would that be? 1.6 million. Group economics is crazy, isn't it? Now divide 1.6 million divided by 160. How much? $10,000 passively. How many of you guys would love to make $10,000 passively? 10% every quarter. So technically, 10,000 multiplied by 4, $40,000 a year. That's almost 50% of your initial investment. How many of you guys think that that's a great move? Wiggle your hands. And of course, that income could always be compounded because you could also roll the 10% back into the fund. He came up to me with this grand idea. And you know what I told him? I'm not ready yet. I don't know Lacey enough to want to work with her money. If anything goes wrong, guess who she blames? She blames my black ass. I don't know Lori well enough, Bruce well enough, Marty well enough to take $100,000 from them and put it into this fund and promise them a return on investment without knowing 1,000% certainty what the outcome would be or look like. So I sat down and I was like, dude, no, I'm not doing it. I can't do it. And he convinced me for like months. Dude, I can't do it. I'm not doing it. What would have happened if I chose not to be patient? Do you guys see what the issue could have been? Do you guys see how that big issue was easily avoided? And yes, the money, so attractive. Absolutely. I agree. It is so beautiful. It's so gorgeous, so attractive. But sometimes patience can save you. So I want every one of you guys to go out there, not just be patient and just sitting down and waiting for something, some miracle to happen. That's not what I'm explaining for you to do. What I'm saying is be patient with your journey. And yes, your journey may not look like my journey. Your journey may not look like Orit's journey or Maya's journey. Your journey may take a little bit longer, or it may take a little bit shorter of time. But be patient with your journey. Be patient with yourself. Because guess what? Your road is your road. Your path is your path. And if you're trying to take shortcuts, then most likely we get on a path that may not be as beneficial to our desired outcome.